together and figure out what works for us as a couple. The conversation is often, she thinks this is what she wants until she gets it. No, why don't we come in as flexible human beings who come with baggage and history and culture and lifestyles and the way we grew up and family dynamics and money and the way we approach money and career, and decide together where do we find happy mediums, as opposed to this idea that we just are supposed to conform.
It puts the onus on the woman, really.
It puts the onus on the woman.
If that's the way you took it, then that's not the way.
That's not the way I'm
Thank
interpreting what
you.
you said.
So here's my thing, right? We can do all these generalizations, but let's make it personal. You're an attorney. When you meet men, is that easy?
It absolutely isn't easy.
And why is it?
Often men come in with preconceived notions about who they think I am.
Okay,
Argumentative, inability to let them lead, inability to be supportive towards them, all of which are false.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Right. So my point in saying that is, right, if it's and again, I'll even drill down a little more. I'm talking about black and brown folk. If you are in a situation where, and again, speaking personally, some of the conversations that we've had, it was on the podcast. There are things that come with a black man that has a position of power, that is affluent, that has reach, that has scope, right? That he may not be home all of the time. He may not be emotionally available for you, right? He may have to do certain things. And when I say that, I mean he may not always be there to answer phone calls or whatever, because he's running in and out of meetings, this, that, or whatever, and then you start to get into issues of infidelity and all these other things. What I'm saying is the thought of it. Not that it's actually happening, but that becomes the thought. So my whole point of saying that is, right? My whole point of saying that is, if there's all these things that come along with it, then you get issues of what are you doing, where are you doing it, how are you doing it, and it becomes a power struggle with everything else that's underlying.
Okay, can I offer a counter argument?
Sure.
Now let's flip those roles. I am an attorney.
Okay.
I work very long hours. I have a podcast and many passion projects.
Okay.
There are days that a man may text me and say, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm in back-to-back meetings. And by the time I get back to my phone, it is, "Why didn't you text me back?" So the mercy and the grace, there's a duality. There is a duality.
I'm kidding.
No, I know you're kidding, but I think that I think it's still very powerful. I think I can even take this back to even in college, being Greek and dating a non-Greek in school. And like someone's messaging and you're talking about it's 3 a.m., but you're at activities for your organization. You know what I'm saying? People are like, people are asking you questions. But a non-Greek relationship, if you're with a non-Greek relationship, they're like, why are you up at 5 o'clock in the morning? Why are you just now getting home? But I think to your point,
that happens.
Exactly. But I think to your point, it's interesting because it almost made it seem like if you're having issues, like you said, not being home, travel. I travel probably 45% of the year. That's a lot. I'm already diamond. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot of travel. I hear people that I literally have men that are like, well, you're never here. Like for me to even have that conversation. But if I'm dating someone that's like-minded, is there a sense of, are you empathetic to the fact that we're both abroad? Are you empathetic to the fact that I didn't take my phone to the meeting? Are you empathetic to the fact that I know, but in reality, but like, are you empathetic to these things, or are you seeking someone that is the homebody, that is available?
I'll go a step further. I think successful men with a successful woman is more understanding than a woman is of a man. I think a man who has diamond and travel 45% of the year, just like you, will be more understanding of your situation than yours of his.
But the only reason I say that I don't agree with
that is
because
I'm speaking very specific of men of color.
Exactly. But having been there, I would say no.
Okay, fair enough.
And only just because I've had we marry each other. We marry it, right? Because I can get you not picking up your phone. I can get you not responding to my message for a day. And honestly, for real, because I do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Different time zones it happens. Right. But I think that there is a sense, for me, from what I've seen, is that there's still a seeking of docility that I don't offer because of the fact that like we're not going to talk to me that way because like I didn't pick up my phone because I was in a meeting. You know what I mean? Like getting a message.